I don't understand it. I mean, you know, you talk about all these other things. You mean to tell me you can't concentrate on getting this mineral, giving these people jobs? I'd like to hear what you say about that. Thank you for your time.
Let me dissect that question because several interesting topics. First of all, comment on the announcement by the Pentagon of the discovery of billions, maybe trillions of dollars of precious minerals.
Well, first of all, I want to say Aiken is one of the most beautiful cities in North America. People need to visit it. And my family originated there at Beach Island. I think this is very positive that we have, through the Geological Survey, helped the people of Afghanistan discover that they have lithium. Lithium apparently is only in one other country on Earth. These minerals can be very positive. My prior visits to Afghanistan really have been somewhat heartbreaking as we fly over by helicopter. When you look at the country, it looks like the far side of the moon. Well, this is, now we find out that it may look that way, but there are resources which will help the people of Afghanistan. Now, the caller was correct. Somehow, China has started the development of recovery of copper, and they're investing billions of dollars, creating jobs in Afghanistan. And it should be that all countries participate in this, but it creates jobs, and it's hope for the people of Afghanistan.
Next telephone call is from Sylvania, Ohio, and this is Larry on our Democrats line. You're on the air, Larry. Larry, you there? All right, we're going to move on then. Next is Bristow, Virginia. Patricia, Independent line.
Hi, yes. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Ramir.
You are on the air. Go ahead, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning to both of you. My question for Mr. Wilson, I just want to harp on what the other caller was saying. I know the Chinese are doing copper, starting a copper mine over there, but you know, all this American blood and treasure in Afghanistan, you know, American companies should be the ones over there. You know, we should be the ones mining. And that other country with lithium is South American country, Bolivia.
Yes.
But, you know, we should be, our American companies should be extracting any resources that are there, not the Chinese. They shouldn't even be in there. You know, they didn't want to help us. They should not be the benefits of the resources. It just doesn't make sense. Thank you.
And what we've got here is a sovereign country, Afghanistan. We're working with them, in particular, with the very startling but I think positive discovery of their minerals and resources. We are helping them establish a mining department administration so that they can properly put up for bid for local companies, if they exist, or international companies to bid and provide royalties for the people of Afghanistan. And we shouldn't be, and you know, we've been accused of liberating Kuwait to steal their oil or liberating Iraq to steal their oil. It's not true, and certainly won't be true in Afghanistan. We are working to create stability in that region, in the global war on terrorism, to protect the people of America. There can be economic benefit, but it should be for the people of that country.
A skeptic sends this message by Twitter. Yes. China sits back, watches the USA give away its wealth, its technology, and kills its soldiers for profits, and then it sweeps in and gets Iraq oil contracts.
And that is frustrating, but again, it's a sovereign country. And that's why I believe that there should be a competitive bid, and then the royalties should be to benefit the people of Iraq. And U.S. companies are involved, but this should be international.
Next call for Congressman Wilson is from New York City. John is on our independent line. John, go ahead, please.
Good morning. Thank you very much for C-SPAN. My question has to do with McChrystal's policy of bringing in government in a box once they defeated the Taliban. Now, they tried that out in Marja. We defeated the Taliban, but reports are
that the Taliban are creeping back in, and people trust the Taliban more than they do the Karzai government. So how in the world are we going to make that strategy work in Kandahar when it's not working, by all reports, in the much smaller region of Marja?
John, I want to just add to that. George Will references exactly the same policy and quote in his column this morning. He writes, "It's been 4 months since General Stanley McChrystal said, in words that reflect the military's embrace of nation building, we've got a government in a box ready to roll in to Marja. It took longer than expected to reach a more inconclusive outcome than expected in that town of about 80,000, which last month McChrystal called a bleeding ulcer."
And I go back, I again agree with our Democrat chairman of the Armed Services Committee that we have the best counterinsurgency forces in the world, but it will take time. Additionally, we are dealing with the third poorest country on earth.